name's Ashlyn. I'm in level 4 at Ballet Magnificat, and I'm here to show you how to do a good low bun with a middle part. So today you're going to need some hairspray, some gel, it doesn't matter which kind for either of those, a good hairbrush and a comb, and a spray bottle of just water, it doesn't matter what kind of bottle you use, some hairpins, and you'll need a hairnet that matches the color of your hair.
Okay.
So the first thing I usually do is I part my hair. Now right now my hair is already parted in the middle, but if your hair isn't, you can just brush it back wherever your part is with a regular brush like this. And then you can take a small comb that's really thin and you can find the middle of your head and use that to make your middle part. And you kind of just brush your hair over like that. And then you should have a pretty good middle part. So after that, I'll take my hair and put it on either side of my shoulder and I'll just brush it out a little bit. Right now it's kind of tangly and dirty because we actually had a performance this morning. So I already had a lot of hairspray and everything. So it's pretty dirty, but that's okay. So the next thing I'll do is I'll get a little sprayer like this. So you just lightly dampen your hair with a spray bottle. Sometimes it'll spray in your face, but that's okay. So try to get mainly this part of your hair damp, but all of it a little bit. And then from there, I'll usually brush it out one more time. Make sure to get the lumps out of it. In place. So then you can take some gel and you can use that.
Yeah, the gel's for like the wispies and the baby hairs.
So I'll kind of use it while I'm like slicking my hair back. Pull it back here. And my hair is naturally kind of wavy and frizzy, so I'm using a good bit of gel, but you don't need too much if your hair is different texture than mine sometimes. And then I'll just go ahead and put my hair in a low ponytail.
You can kind of see how it's just right there at the nape of the neck, pretty low down, not too high, not too low.
And depending on the length of your hair, it'll be a little bit different how you do it, but for me, I've noticed that whenever my ponytail is like exactly in the center of my head, my bun is a little bit too far this way because I have such long hair. So usually I kind of move it a teeny bit to be more on the left side of my head. And then whenever I put it into the bun, it looks more centered. But that's kind of different for every person, depending on your hair length. So you just adjust the ponytail if needed. And if you need more gel, you can put more gel in if you kind of have more wispies around your face. And then sometimes if you have lumps in your hair, you can take a comb and kind of brush it back. And what I do is I kind of just brush it towards my ponytail, and then when you put it in a bun, nobody can see it because your bun covers it. So then you don't have to fool with like all the other stuff. You kind of just brush the lumps down towards the ponytail. Especially if you have long or thick hair, it'll cover all those lumps. Sometimes if your hair is more thin and your bun isn't as large, lumps still may show. And if that happens, you can pin it down. You might want to dampen your hair a little bit more. You don't really have to, it kind of just depends on what it's feeling like. And then you can start twisting it. I usually twist it this way, counterclockwise. And then twirl it counterclockwise as well. then I get a pin. If you're like me, you have a little bag or a box or whatever you keep your pins in, and there's a whole lot of pins in there that are not good pins, and they're really wonky. So you just kind of gotta search until you find a good one sometimes. So sometimes it's easier to find good ones, sometimes it's harder. Right now it's giving me a little bit of trouble, but here's what I'm doing. So I like to pin as I go, and twist as I go. I used to not do my hair like that, and then it would end up, my bun would be like really far out on my head, and it wouldn't be very flat. So I'll kind of keep twisting, and then I'll put another pin. Let's see, around here, kind of on the opposite side of where I put my first pin.
And you're catching some of the hair from the bun, some of the hair on your scalp, and then tucking it into the bun. Yep.
And just keep twisting and keep pinning. Ooh. And then when I get to the ends of my hair, I use these really big pins because my hair is so thick.
Can you show us that pin?
There's the ones like this. They're much bigger. So they just hold the ends of my hair a lot better than the small pins do. So I'll put a few of those in. And then usually I'll check my bun and see like if it's centered. And to do that, I use my fingers and I put them like this part of my hand on the back of my ear, and I kind of just touch to see if my fingertips touch my bun, and if they touch like the same part of my bun, to make sure it's not too far on either side. Or you could just turn to a mirror or take a picture of it, and that would work too. And then usually here's where I would get a hairnet and put it in to make sure that all the crazy pieces stay in place, especially if you have the layers. It's a lot harder to get all of the pieces of your hair that are going all over the place with just pins, so a hairnet comes in handy in that kind of situation. And then sometimes I'll put some more pins just to really keep that in place and make sure that it's not gonna go anywhere. Okay, and then usually I am done. I might would check it one more time to just make sure everything looks in place. And then I would get my hairspray and I start spraying. And I kind of spray and then use my fingers to like spray it down a little bit, and then you have to wash your hands because then you have hairspray all over your hands. But that's okay. I use a lot of hairspray because it's better safe than sorry at performance. You never want little wispies or bangs coming out mid-performance. It'd be very bad. So, and then you're done.